Greetings, gaming citizens, Mike here, and it's August, which means it is time for Gamescom Opening Night Live, another event hosted by Jeff Keighley, for those not in the know, that goes over a bunch of game reveals. But a lot of people, don't really keep up with the gaming news. Some people just want to know what to expect and when to expect it, and that's what this video is for. We're going to go over everything that is confirmed to be showing up at Gamescom Opening Night Live this Tuesday, and maybe throwing in a little speculation here and there. So without further ado, let's get right to it. So we're going to kick things off by talking about gameplay showcases and reveals, where if Jeff Keighley tweeted anything about gameplay being shown off for the first time, or something new is being revealed about a game's gameplay, that's what this section is all about. So starting off, we have Civilization 7. Personally, I've been excited for this ever since they announced it at Summer Game Fest. They are showing the world premiere for gameplay for Civ 7, and I cannot wait. That's going to be awesome. And actually, right after, at about 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, where I am, they are going to be doing a full-on gameplay showcase. So that's going to be after the show. But during the show, I would imagine it's going to be a brief trailer. It's going to be a few minutes of just the general gist of the gameplay, which they'll go into later on after the show. So definitely excited for that. Next, we've got what Jeff says is another look at Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. He says to get a look at the gameplay. So I don't know much about Kingdom Come Deliverance, but from what I'm getting out of this, it seems like it's either a world premiere of the gameplay or they're showing off a new angle of the gameplay. Either way, look forward to that. Dune Awakening is next on the list, and if you saw my video at PAX East 2024, you would know that I got a first look at the gameplay in development of Dune Awakening. They showed us... Actually, I don't know if I'm even allowed to say, so I'm not gonna push my luck with that one. But basically, they're gonna show off Dune Awakening gameplay to everybody, and if you're into Dune, if you enjoyed the Dune movies, I think this will be interesting for you. Based on what I saw, I think it'll be really fun. Really tiptoeing around what I can really say here. I'm not held by a contract, but I just want to, I don't want to necessarily spoil anything if Funcom doesn't want me to, But next, we've got Monster Hunter Wilds, which I found to be interesting because they just show off trailers for that everywhere. At every possible gaming event, they just have trailers for Monster Hunter Wilds, so I'm not sure how many more angles of the gameplay you can really show before the release next year, but apparently they found another angle to show off, and that's what they're going to do. Next, we have Lost Records Bloom in Rage. This is going to be a first look at the game, but the release date to be determined. From what I could gather, it's probably going to come out 2025. Possibly. Again, to be determined, but it is a narrative adventure by the creators of Life is Strange. So if you enjoyed that series, odds are you're going to be really into this. So basically, you're solving a mystery from 1995 with your group of friends. After a falling out during the summer, you reconvene by a matter of fate 27 years later in 2022, and you have to solve a mystery. The choices matter in this game, so you've got multiple endings, I presume, and your choices can influence the timelines of both 1995 and present-day 2022, so it's going to be an interesting narrative experience to have multiple endings. So if you're into Life is Strange, definitely keep an eye out for this at Opening Night Live. Next, we have Call of Duty Black Ops 6, where they're going to be showing off the first campaign playthrough, which I'm assuming is Mission 1 of the single-player campaign for Black Ops 6. I think that's just what that means. I'm not even going to pretend to care about this. Call of Duty has never been my thing. So for the people who like Call of Duty, from what I heard, it's going to be a Treyarch year, so quality, it's going to be peak gaming. For the rest of us, it is a good time to grab a snack or take a power nap or, I don't know, go for a fucking jog or something. It's Call of Duty. Another game we're expecting to see is Indiana Jones and the Great Circle by Bethesda. Aside from the trailer, I don't really know much about what to expect from this game, but, from the trailer, it looks fantastic. I've never really experienced the wonder that is the Indiana Jones movies, but, at this point, I might actually have to, give those a try and give this game a try. So, from what I understand, they're just going to be showing gameplay for this game, probably a different angle of the gameplay, because Jeff likes to say, get another look at insert game here for like every announcement, so I never know if he means that we're getting another gameplay trailer or if it's just going to be a cinematic trailer. I don't know. The last game that I have on my list that is definitely going to be there, that is 100% confirmed to be there, is Squid Game Unleashed. I don't have much to say here. I mean, I enjoyed Squid Game, the show. Season 2 is coming out this year, which is probably going to be good, but I could not possibly care less about a video game based off of Squid Game. So this is your thing. Cool. I feel like this is mostly going to appeal to people like Ludwig who want to mess around with friends for like 2 streams. Now we're moving over to game announcements and or updates. So this is just if a game announcement is dropping right there that, I don't know, Jeff said, expect reveal for insert thing here, or get an update on this is where we're going to hear about it. So, to start things off, we've got a new game from Tarsier Studios, the creators of Little Nightmares 1 and 2. So, I was a little confused when researching Jeff Keighley's Twitter feed for this, because there was one tweet where he said, expect to hear about a new project from the studio, but then later on, pretty recently, there's another post that said, expect something about Little Nightmares 3. So, is it Little Nightmares 3? Is it a different project? Is it both? Either way, if you enjoyed Little Nightmares, you definitely want to keep an eye out for this one. Greetings, gaming citizens, Editor Mike here. So while I was literally editing this video, Jeff decided to post another tweet that said a list of games that are appearing at Opening Night Live that I'm already going through in this video, but in that list, he specified that there is both Little Nightmares 3 as well as a new game from the same studio, both being announced at the show. So there is no more confusion. They are just working on 2 projects at once. And also in the same tweet, he said that Batman Arkham Shadow is also going to make an appearance at the show. So look forward to that as well. And back to the video. Next, we have Marvel Rivals. And if you don't know anything about that, it's essentially a hero shooter. I believe it's a 5v5 hero shooter in the vein of it's Marvel Overwatch. Like, that is the easiest way I can put it. It's Marvel Overwatch. We're going to be getting some updates on the game as well as some hero reveals, so if you've been playing Marvel Rivals, this will probably be interesting to you. I've never played Marvel Rivals. I think the concept is cool, but I've never personally tried it. But yeah, there you go. Next, we've got Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. There's going to be, what Jeff says, is another new look, which could mean either a character reveal, maybe a gameplay trailer. I have no idea. Either way, expect something about that game to show up. And then going into kind of speculation territory, we're probably going to get an update on Warframe, because there is confirmation that the Twitch drop for this event will be for Warframe. If I could somehow care less about this, I would get a Guinness World Record. This is definitely in the realm of speculation. There is absolutely zero stuff backing up what I'm about to say here. But I feel like Sega will have an appearance at Gamescom Opening Night Live, because, they've got their Year of Shadow thing going on. Sonic X Shadow Generations is coming out soon, so maybe they could provide a gameplay trailer. I mean, I feel like they've already shown off a lot of the game, but I could be surprised. But also, maybe they could show off something for Metaphor ReFantasio, because they recently had a preview event where content creators and journalists could play a demo in New York. So I would like to see the demo come out for the rest of us. You know, I'm excited for Metaphor. I really want to play it. If they have a demo ready for journalists, maybe give me demo, please. Please? And also, just drop the Sonic 3 movie trailer, please. We've waited long enough. We've suffered long enough. We need it, please. But yeah, that's what I think in terms of Sega. And last on my speculation, I didn't really have much to speculate about here. We're probably going to get a Hoyoverse game update because Endless Zone Zero just recently came out. So they probably want to talk about either the 1.1 or 1.2 update or Honkai Star Rail. Massively popular. A lot of people like that game. I believe they're adding like a new world. I haven't played Honkai in months, so I really don't know or really care. And also, maybe Genshin, if they're not talking about those two. Probably Genshin. Genshin, Honkai, and Zenless are like their three major pillars right now. So they always make an appearance at these kinds of events, so I think it's a safe bet to say that Hoyo will be there in some capacity. I would be surprised if they're not. And that's going to do it for all the confirmed announcements for Gamescom Opening Night Live. So if you're making a bingo card, use this video as a means of making your friends think you're psychic. You can thank me later. And that's going to be it for me. So stay vibing and thriving, everyone. I will see you at Gamescom Opening Night Live.